What is up? What is up, everybody? How's it going? This your boy Chachi of Miami Football Talk. Back at you with another one. I told you I'd be on my grind and be coming out again. Yeah, I got the whole beer gang going. Gio told me something about if I'm joining the gang and all that, man. If he only knew that I had my beard really, really long and I cut it off and all that, but it's all right. Now coming up with this show, man, we're gonna be talking about the 2022 Dolphins schedule, and also a few other things that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. I've been on Twitter, connecting with a bunch of you guys and all that, and it's just been kind of weird the way people have been talking about the Dolphins and all that. And I just needed to come out, and we needed to have a video and a stream to definitely talk about these things that are going on. So definitely, as you're coming in, please hit that like button as you're coming in. That way, the schematics of how YouTube works, it sends out, everything out and how they're going. He Fins, what's up? What's up? How's it going, brother? Been a long time, huh? Good to see you back in action, huh? But like I said, this video we're going to be talking about the 2022 schedule and a couple of other things that been kind of rubbing me the wrong way. Um, Ethan, so what had happened was I kind of work. I work on an oil rig now. So when I was doing this job, I didn't know what the schedule was or all that. They keep switching me back and forth from days and nights. But I'm back on the game now. I kind of figured out what it is and how it works, so I can be able to come out with some videos for you guys now. So that's all that's what it's been. I've been on an oil rig working, bro. So, but as the title of this video shows, we're gonna be talking about racism. There's a lot of racism going on right now on Twitter when it comes to Tua Tagovailoa or the whole quarterback position in general. Um, so we'll get into that a little bit later in the video because that's something that a lot of people need to be in here, so a lot of people can put their thoughts or what they think about this. So we'll just keep that on there. Remember, as you're coming in, just hit that like button for me so we can get the video out to everybody else. Again. And then we're going to be talking about ball placement. The ball placement. That was one of the huge things on Twitter and the way people were talking and all this crap. I'm looking at my phone now so that way I can pull up the notes and all that I got here. But yeah, the ball placement on how Tua's been throwing the ball and all that and all the negative comments that have been coming out. And now due to those negative comments that have been coming out, the whole racist or racial thing that has been coming out also on Twitter following that. But let me pull up this schedule here real quick. So we can get going on talking about it. Now, I'm not really going to talk too much about the preseason because the preseason, we're probably going to see what Skylar Thompson can do as far as, no, you're right, bro. Twitter's ridiculously toxic. It's becoming out of control now. The way people talk about people on there. It's nuts, bro. It really is. But we're not going to get into too much of the preseason. As far as preseason goes, I think we're just going to see what Bridgewater is going to be doing for us and what Skylar Thompson can do. I have high hopes for the kid. I think he's a great quarterback. Thompson is. I think that he can surpass Bridgewater. So I think that he can definitely be our number 2 with some time in the NFL and getting that work that he needs with a professional for sure. So week one, we're playing against the Patriots at Hard Rock Stadium. So we are at home for the Patriots week 1. I think that this is a game. This is now my prediction of before. This is my prediction post of what I see that the Dolphins are going to look like. Until preseason comes around and we get to see what that first string looks like, at least for a quarter or whatever, I don't really want to solidify what my go to is as far as what I think the Dolphins are going to do this season. Now, what I'm doing now, as far as my picks for now, is what I see from the Dolphins last year, if that makes sense. So week one for the Patriots at home, I think that we're going to take that. I don't think that's going to be too much of a hard game. As far as a lot of the rookies coming in, a lot of the rookies playing. I know Belichick picked up a few players with Devontae Parker and all that. A lot of people are saying, that Devontae Parker and that 50-50 ball, he's an animal. But then again, when it came into practice and you had Devontae Parker catching those 50-50 balls over corners, he wasn't having all that great of time. So I don't know what it feels like or what it's going to look like, until those first strings go out there and really play this game. So as of right now, post preseason, until we see what the team is going to look like, these are what my picks are going to be. Dolphin Don, what's up, buddy? Long time no see, my brother. I'm glad I'm back, bro. I'm glad I'm back and being able to see you guys and talk to you guys and hear from you guys, man. For sure, for sure. So week one, definitely, I think that that's going to be a win. Just in regards to as last year and how we played last year, I think that week one, we're definitely going to take that as a win. Week two, I'm going to disagree with a lot of people here. I think that we're going to win week two also. Just the way that we played them last year and we were able to shut down Jackson. I think that we're going to be able to do it again this year. Maybe they might have a different game plan for us or whatever the case may be, but I don't think you can game plan for a man-on-man coverage. That's not something you can really game plan for unless you're going to do these little 5-yard slants or something like that. But being the fact that we kind of upgraded our linebacker position, I don't think that's going to work out too well for them. So I'm going to go on the opposite side as everybody else, and I'm going to say that we're going to win against the Ravens at home. Next game, week three, would be against the Buffalo Bills at home or at Hard Rock. I'm going to say that's going to be a loss just because the Bills have more experience with their players now, and they only got better. Obviously, I think all of the AFC got better when it comes to it. So I think that week three game against the Buffalo Bills is definitely going to be a loss until we get our marbles rolling and we see what we're working with and what we can do. So right now, I see it as a 2-1. Week four against the Bengals. That's going to be a good game. I know that the Bengals offensive line last year wasn't so good compared to what it might be this year. So, like again, I'm saying all my picks on what I'm doing now is just compared to what everything is from last year. Week four, I'm going to count that as a win. Then we're playing at the Jets. That's a win. I don't even think I need to talk too much about that. I think they need massive amounts of help everywhere. I know they did pick up some very good, valuable players, but not too much, and I'm not too scared of them. Week six against the Vikings. I'm gonna go with a win on that one. Because we're playing at home. I know that we play a lot better at home. This is going to be a hot game. I don't think that Minnesota's used to playing in the heat weather like they do down here. So just the fact that we're playing at home against Minnesota, I think that we're going to take that as a win. People just don't understand what it is to play in that sun. And the new Dolphin Stadium, the way they made it, the visitor side is heat all the time, sun on them nonstop. Now, if it's a cloudy day, a cloudy and windy day like we've been having these past couple few days, I'm definitely going to give it to the Vikings. So that's my thing on that. No, Heat fans, you're right. You're right. When we played the Ravens, they were definitely hurt a lot, throughout their whole team. So definitely they're not going to be as hurt anymore. But you never know. It's the start of the season. People are rusty. Um, people got to get their wheels going, their bearings moving before they start being phenomenal again. You know what I mean? That first 5 week of the NFL is really crazy. You're gonna see games that are like Green Bay against I don't know, the Washington football team. I don't know what are they, the Commodores now, and the Commodores will beat them dramatically. You know what I mean? It's just because of that first 5 week game. Usually only the teams that are have been playing together for a few years are the ones that go consecutive wins throughout those first 5 or 6 weeks in the season. For example, um, Kansas City always goes 5-0. Um, the Rams will go 5-0. Just a couple teams like that, just for as an example. That's kind of what happens. But moving on, week 7 against the Steelers. I wish that I was going to be at this game, but unfortunately, I'm going to be working in freaking Pittsburgh. I will be in Pittsburgh working. So, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to make that game. Um, I knew that they were going to be playing the Steelers this year, um, but I was hoping that it would be at home and I could catch that game. So, unfortunately, I'm gonna miss that game. But I'm gonna go with a win against the Steelers. I think that them having not knowing who their quarterback is right now, or they know who their quarterback is, but he's not really too big of anything. I mean, we don't know too much about him. He hasn't played all that well. Big Ben was there last year, and you've seen what Big Ben was doing. I mean, they had one of the easiest schedules last year, and that was the only reason why they made it so far as they did. Um, week 8 at the Lions, I'm going to count that as a loss. Detroit definitely got some good, valuable players on their team. I think this is going to get into one of those weeks where um, Tua's kind of inconsistent, and that's going to be one of those inconsistent games for him going up against the Lions. Week 9 against the Bears. Um, I'm going to go with a win on that just because of all the players that they lost. Um, but, however, the Bears are one of those teams that do run the ball heavy. They're run dominant as far as on offense. And if we can stop the run, which was what we had problems with last year, I think we can definitely win that game. The Browns. Um, I'm going to go with a win because we are playing at home against the Browns. I don't have too much to say about that game. I don't think that they have enough to be able to beat our roster as far as that goes. Then we have our bye week 11, which I think is perfect. I love the fact that we have that bye later on in the season and not so early, because while everybody's already had their bye or got rested already, this is that time where people are starting to drag ass again, and we can come up and steal some games for sure. Week 12 against the Texans. That's a win. I don't have to say too much there. And we're playing at home. Week 13 at the 49ers. This is going to be a great game, man. I can't wait for this game. We're going to be playing at the 49ers again. Um, you got McDaniel going back home, and let's see what he can do. Now, the thing with this game is the 49ers already know how McDaniel runs the offense. So they're definitely going to have a game plan to be able to stop us with the way that McDaniel runs that game. So I feel like it's going to be good. It's going to be a good game. Let's see how McDaniel pulls this win out of the bucket. But I'm going to go with a loss on that. Then we play Week 14 at the Chargers. Um, Burrow versus Tua. I think Tua is going to come out winning this game. I think that he's going to make a point proven this year, being that it's his year 3. I've always said it. You guys know I've always been a pro Tua as far as it goes for year 3. I've always said it. I think he's a year 3 guy. I think that this year he's going to be proving us wrong as far as what everybody's been talking about him. He's a buzz. He's a 5-yard guy or whatever, and all that bullshit. I think this is the year where he's going to be closing a lot of people's mouths, and I think it's going to be one hell of a game. Tua versus Herbert, and Herbert at home. I'm going to say we're going to win that game. Now, week 15, we play the Bills, and we play the Bills at their house. So I'm gonna say we're gonna win this game. This is gonna be my upset of the year. Is gonna be the Week 15 win against the Bills. I think that we've beefed up our team enough to be able to beat the Bills at least one time in the year, which would kind of put us in the running for the number 1 seed in the AFC East. Against the Bills. So we'll see how that goes there. Packers, we play them at home. We've never done so good against the Packers. That is that Christmas game, 12-25. Since we're playing at home, I think that we might win that game. Rodgers doesn't have a lot of wide receivers to throw to. I think that that's going to be a game that's definitely going to be easier for us to win. But we'll see how it goes. Week 17 against the Patriots. We're going to beat them again in Gillette Stadium. We beat them twice last year. I think we're going to be able to do the same again. I don't think Mac Jones is something that we should be so scared of. And of course, week 18 against the Jets, we're going to win that game also. As far as the AFC East standings, I think that this year we'll be tied for first throughout most of the year. And when it comes down to the end of it, I think it'll be close, and it's going to be up to one of these games that, like I said, could be the upset of the year for us when we play the Bills later on in the season, where we might beat them. I think that that's going to be our upset game of the year. Now, I wanted to get into, now that you guys know that and you guys know what my schedule prediction is now post seeing what the team is going to play like. Later on, I'll come out with a video with my prediction for the season. Once we see more or less what the team is going to look like and how they're going to play. So now I want to get into ball positioning when it comes to Tua. And that whole Tyreek Hill thing where he came out and kind of had Tua's back on that and all that stuff. So I want to get into that and talk a little bit about how his ball placement goes. I think that a lot of people blew it out of proportion as far as what's going on. You can tell that it was practice and it was more of just him throwing the ball around. It wasn't like legitimate go get it and this and that or anything like that. I think it was him just throwing the ball around. I think it could have been more of a warm up throws than it actually being part of a play or something like that they're running, because you can tell that they weren't running full speed or anything like that. So when it comes to that, I think that was more of like warm up plays, warm up throws for Tua. Things like that. I don't think they were running routes specifically yet when that video came out. Now, since that video came out, and you got all the hate all over Twitter, all over Facebook, everywhere. Tua can't throw. He's underthrowing Tyreek Hill and this and that. And then Tyreek Hill came out with a video the next day. That video got over 15 million views or something like that. Then Tyreek Hill came out with a video the next day showing Tua actually throwing that ball. And you can see these receivers actually running and running routes, full speed. They weren't just jogging or anything like that. They were running, and you can see Tua placing that ball exactly where it needed to be, dimes right in the pocket, right there. I mean, if you missed that ball, he couldn't have put it any better. And I think that it's kind of fucked up that a bad video will get 50 million views, but then this video hits like, I think it was like a million or 2 million views or something like that so far. So it's pretty messed up. I mean, you have the whole media going out and talking about how that throw was, and the bullshit about, oh, he can't throw and his arm and he had to stop for it and this and that. But and then this next video comes out and it shows these receivers actually running full speed, running routes, you know, run 5 yards or 10 yards, stop, dig, and turn, and boom, ball's right there on the money, dropping dimes. Tyreek Hill was running on this video, not like the last video. The last video, you could see him, he was kind of jogging or whatever, and sure, he stopped. But like I said, I feel like those were kind of warm up throws. That wasn't an actual route running throw. Now, this next video that came out the day after, you can physically see the receivers actually running routes. They're actually running out, stop, cut. It slants out to the outside. And that Tyreek Hill, that he dropped that dime right in the bucket. I mean, doing that on a game, bro, that's going to be love all day right there. And you can see Tyreek Hill was running on this one. He wasn't just jogging. No, he was running compared to the other videos where everybody was just kind of jogging around. So it's like I said, I think that where people getting misconstrued is that first video that came out, I think it was just warm-ups and them just throwing the ball around. I don't think that it was them, they were actually running routes. Bleezy38, what's up? What? What's going on, bro? Been a little bit since I've been able to talk to you guys, man. I'll put the link down in the comments and we'll get to some nitty-gritty, man, because definitely this video, I definitely want to talk about some things that came out and I'm not too happy with, at least when it comes to our fans. So without further ado, let's just get into it. So I was up on Twitter and scrolling down. Yes, I know Twitter's toxic, this and that or whatever. But when it comes to our fans are like, they're so divided. And I seen this tweet and I didn't respond. I didn't say anything, but you better believe that I'm definitely going to talk about it. In this tweet, it had to do with racism when it came to our quarterback, saying that people aren't happy because Tua isn't white. What we needed was a white quarterback, not a black quarterback or a Hawaiian quarterback. They didn't say Hawaiian, but they said black. And of course, Tua being Hawaiian or Samoan, he's going to fall into that black space, kind of like Russell Wilson and all that stuff. So the fact that people are going out and saying that the reason the Dolphins are succeeding is because they don't have a white quarterback is absolutely ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. I hate the fact people are making this a racial thing, because there's been black quarterbacks that are Hall of Famers. I mean, there's black quarterbacks that are phenomenal. Look at Russell Wilson. Look at Michael Vick. Look at Deshaun Watson. Look at the quarterback for Mahomie. You could consider him to be black too, right? Or is he not black because he's mixed? He's got some white in him. You know what I mean? I think that was very stupid and ignorant for whoever it was that posted that. I'm not gonna name no names. I'm not gonna let that person get blown up like that. But I hope that if he ever watches one of my videos, because he does follow me on Twitter, that he sees this video and he knows who I'm talking about when I say that. Don't make this a racial thing. Don't make it because Tua's dark skinned or anything like that. That's the reason why the Dolphins don't have a great quarterback. That the Dolphins only wanted a white quarterback. They don't want a black quarterback or whatever. I think that's very, very wrong and very fucked up to be talking like that. I know that if we were in face to face, I would definitely say something to you. So let's get into the comments here and let's see what you guys are saying. Bleezy38. I've been on Twitter for a while, but mainly for the sports and the comedy, not the drama. Dude, tell me about it, dude. But you got all these funny videos that come out too, man. People talking shit, and it's just hilarious to me, man. But when it gets into that racial thing, I mean, it just hits a wrong button. You know what I mean? It definitely hits a wrong button. It's kind of fucked up. It really is. So I'm gonna put the link out here. I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear what you guys say. Let me copy and paste this and put this down on there. You guys can come on, and I want to hear what you guys have to say. Stop in, say what's up, say hello. So there is the link. I put the link in there. If you guys want to jump on, I definitely miss talking to you guys. You definitely heard me, and I went on my rant already on what I believe. 26 minutes in, half an hour in, about me talking what I think and what I like. Time for you guys to come on and hit me up with some good talk. Some good talk. Let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. But for sure, it just that really hits the wrong button when people go out and talk about. I mean, I understand the last quarterback that we had was Dan Marino and he was white and all that, but I mean, it has nothing to do. The skin color has nothing to do with how good a quarterback is. Bleezy, what's up, boy?
What's going on, kid?
What's going on, buddy? How's it been?
It's all good. It's all good, man. Good to see you, bro. Good to see you, man.
Back on it. I'm back on it, man. Like I said, bro, I was working. I started a job in the oil field, so I work on an oil rig.
Yeah.
And so when I first started, I didn't know how everything was gonna be. I mean, they switched me over from night shift to day shift and back and forth and this and that. So I didn't
That's all
know
good, man.
what the schedule was gonna be. So that's why I was away for so long.
Yeah.
But now I know. Now I'm good, and I know when I can come out with videos for you guys. So I'm definitely back in the game now.
Nah, I like your takes, dude. You keep it real, man. You keep it real.
Definitely. You have to keep it real, bro. You have to keep it real. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, even if people don't like it, I mean, the truth is the truth. You can't far away from that.
No, that's
So
right.
you tell me, well, how do you feel about that? This whole take that I'm telling that I was just ranting about this whole racism thing.
The racism thing. I mean, dude, I don't think about that, to be honest. But I know it's out there, and it's probably always going to be out there. But you know what? How many people are mixed out there nowadays? And it's gonna keep being that way, man.
Absolutely. I think that it's gonna become more mixed, and I think the white race is going to start washing out.
Yeah, no, that's
it's
right.
not like it was back then. Nowadays, you see a lot of interracial.
Oh, it will be 300 or 400 years. Right, we'll say what, 3, 4, maybe 500 years. We'll all be mixed. You know what I mean?
100%.
How about that?
100%.
How about that? And then there will be no racism. How about that?
Absolutely.
How about that? You know what I'm saying? I've said that before. I said God's gonna fix this problem.
Hell yeah.
We'll all be mixed in a little bit.
Yeah. Dolphin Don, you are 100% right. We are all mixed to some degree. You are 100% right. None of us are 100% white or whatever. I mean, everybody in the world can go do that. The mom 1, 2, 3 or whatever DNA test bullshit. And everybody's gonna say they have like European and Asian and African American and this and that. They got fucking everything in them.
That's right.
Nobody's a fucking purebred anymore.
That's
all this bullshit. I mean, it's just it's crazy.
And it's a shame that people judge people like that because it doesn't matter,
No, it's nuts. It's nuts. I can't believe somebody would actually go out and say that the reason the Dolphins are so upset with Tua is because they wish they had a white quarterback.
Right.
I was in shock reading that. I was in shock reading that.
Who put that out there?
I don't want to name any names. He follows me on
Okay.
Twitter. He follows me on Twitter, and I seen him post that. So I definitely don't want to name any names because I don't want
Okay.
him getting any
I didn't.
backlash.
Okay. No. Yeah. 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 No, I thought maybe it was a beat writer or something that made
No,
that.
no, no. It wasn't a beat writer. Just some guy on Twitter that loves the
Yeah.
Dolphins and this
Yeah.
and
That's
that.
cool.
And he came out with this little take saying that the reason the Dolphins are so pissed is because the Dolphins wanted a white quarterback, not a black quarterback.
Right.
And I
Right.
was like, oh my God, come on now. If that was the case, why were the Dolphins going after Deshaun Watson?
So yeah. So Chachi, how about this? Now that we've seen the schedule, let me ask you this:
Shoot.
how how do we not make the playoffs this year?
I think it all falls on Tua. I think this is the year that it all
I mean,
falls on Tua. Everything is around Tua that he needs. Everything is there. Um, the defense is still the same. We just added pieces to it. Defense is exactly the same. We didn't um, lose
I
anybody
mean,
that makes a difference like that. You understand what I'm saying? Not like if we
right?
lost
No, I
Jones or
know.
X or
I think we got everybody back on defense. I think
everybody's pretty much back on
everybody.
defense that makes a
That's
difference.
crazy.
You
That's
know,
crazy.
so
You know?
I don't think that I think it all falls on Tua. If Tua goes out there and he's
Okay.
still that inconsistent quarterback that we've had for the
Okay.
past 2 years, where he has one game where he's phenomenal, another game where he's trash. I think he needs to be a lot more consistent than what he's been the last 2 years.
If
Now,
he's if
you
he
all know that I said it from day one. I believe that Tua is a year three guy. I think that this is the year that he's going to go out and he's going to shut a lot of people up. Now, I said it from day one, but
the thing about that
it just all depends.
the thing about that is Teddy, we've got Teddy on the back burner, man. I think if Tua is not taking care of business, we'll see Teddy in there. And I was looking at the schedule. I was like, Teddy could win 11 games with this schedule.
Definitely,
You
definitely.
know,
Do you see Teddy's one of those iffy quarterbacks too? Like Teddy will come out and I think Teddy's one of those. He's definitely a second string quarterback that he'll come out, play a game or two for you, win those two games, and back to the bench. Because I feel like Teddy's one of those inconsistent
yeah,
quarterbacks too, where he'll come out,
right,
he'll look phenomenal, but and then he'll
yeah,
just
good
throw
backup.
one game completely where you're like, what the fuck, dude?
It's a good backup.
You
Good
know what I
back.
mean? So, or I think he's a solid backup. I really do. And I
Yeah.
think that McDaniels needs to make that decision this year if Tua's not pulling the weight like he should,
Oh,
then
I
take him
think
out.
that's.
Then
Uh,
take him
uh,
out.
oh, if he has to, if he's not playing his position, that's what I liked about McDaniel when he was asked early on about Tua, and he was like, "Look, I'm looking for a quarterback that's going to play the position." You know what I mean?
Correct. Correct.
That's what it's really that simple, and
Correct.
and
And
so
I think that he really does play his position well. I think
mhm.
he has phenomenal pocket presence.
I think he's
Um,
developed.
100%, and he's developed throughout the years too. Because you can
Right,
remember what
right.
his rookie year, last year, and how he's been growing throughout the years. You can see it. So I'm expecting the growth this year also, and that
The
growth that
big,
I'm
yeah,
expecting this year would be the growth of a starting quarterback. You know what I mean?
the next level,
Right, right. Where
the upper
this is
echelon.
right. This is where he takes that next step. He
Yep,
fills those shoes that need to be filled, and we say, okay, we're good to go. We have
ball
what we
out.
need. Let's do this.
Yeah, yeah.
You know.
And I'm confident that I think he's gonna do that. We'll see if he does,
Mhm.
but with experience is big. You know what I mean?
Oh, 100%, 100%. And the fact that he's lost so many games
Yeah,
um, has kind of humbled him to say,
yeah.
you know what, I really got to get on my game. This is a lot harder than what I thought. In Alabama, I
Focus.
had all the bells and whistles.
That's all right.
Here in
Yep,
the NFL, I'm not going to have that. Everybody in the NFL is great.
that's right.
That's the way I look at it. Everybody in the NFL is great. There's a reason why they're in the NFL, and they didn't stop at college. They picked them up from college because they are great players. And when you're playing in college, what's the percentage of players that get either drafted or go to the NFL from college? Let's say there's
Oh
a
man,
100,000 players in college.
low
You probably have
percent.
1,000 that go to the NFL.
Right.
You see
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So you play
Yeah.
against teams where maybe two guys or one guy from that team will ever make it to the NFL. You know what I mean?
Right.
Back in college. So now you're playing against guys
Yeah.
that are great. They've been great. They are great, and they do their job properly.
Yep.
And I think it's humbled him a lot throughout these years.
Yep. Yep. No, I think I'm confident. I'm really. I mean, I hate to say it, but I mean, I'm really not even worried about Tua. You know, I'm
I
really
agree.
not.
I think what worries me more is our run game. Are we gonna
Yeah.
have a good
Yeah.
run game this year?
Exactly. With O line, which comes back to the O line. That's
Correct.
exactly what I've been saying. You
Correct.
know.
Because without a run game, you're not gonna have a pass game. I don't
That's
care
right.
what the team is. And
That's
without a
right.
pass game, you're not gonna have a run game. It goes
That's right.
equal and equal,
Comes right
right and
back.
left.
That's right. And it kind of it seems like the word from the other fans they think that our O line is still going to be weak is what I
I
think.
I don't think that it's gonna be as weak as what people think it is. I think that we're definitely gonna have our
Exactly.
strengths.
I
Um,
mean, McDaniel used to be a running back or a running game coordinator. You know,
correct.
so this guy knows the offensive line. You know
Hmm.
what I mean?
Correct, correct.
And
And I
so
think
I
that the
mean,
fact that we kept so many tight ends, I think he's going to
hmm
use them properly. I think he's going to use those tight ends to be able to block also as well as far as when it comes to run plays, because you can see the schemes that he was building up in San
oh
Francisco,
yeah,
where you have a running back that looks like he's not going to get the ball. He just he starts to run to the right. You see everybody running to the right, and all of a sudden he goes left, and he gets a check down to the left, and the field is wide open. I mean, the
right.
way that McDaniel puts these little schemes up is phenomenal.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. And he's got the weapons now,
Oh, absolutely,
right there.
absolutely.
It's crazy,
Um,
man.
I so what scares me the most about our run game is Mozart. He's really fast. He's a really fast running back. He's one of the
Yeah,
fastest running back, if not the fastest running back in the league.
yeah,
So we have all this speed, but what concerns me with him is his durability.
yeah.
You know what I mean? He's
Who's
been
that?
hurt before. He's
Batman or somebody was saying he may be out for like half the year or something. Did you hear that rumor?
what?
Mostert? Yeah, I heard that he was like gonna miss half the year or something. I
Oh no! Don't tell me that.
I think I heard Batman talking about that. I
No,
swear.
man.
I don't
Hold
know,
on.
bro. No, don't hold me to that, man.
I gotta look this up. There ain't no way that he can miss half the year.
Look, I don't know, man. If somebody else is listening, they make it because but there was talk about that. I don't know if it's true or not, man. But I
Let's see
thought I
here.
heard something about that.
Missing play time.
See if he's injured. Hopefully that's not true, man. But I'm pretty sure I heard that.
Um. Oh, because he underwent surgery at the end of the year. But the surgery comes longer than time then. So set to be a free agent in 2022.
I think that maybe that's what it was.
No, it's because he had surgery. Decision to undergo surgery comes
Right.
with a longer timeline than trying to rehab, but is likely better for long term for Moser, who is set to be a free agent in 2022. No, no, no. I think people are just getting confused with his whole rehab and all that. But no, he's
He's
not
good.
gonna miss any games or anything like that.
Okay. Well, that's good. And,
Yeah,
and
see,
we have
Dolphin
and we
Don
have
said the
t-
same thing.
okay, cool, cool.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't think we're gonna miss anything with him. But that's the only thing that concerns me about a run game is his durability, being the fact that he does have that knee issue. Is
Yeah.
that is that gonna get him hurt?
What do you know about Chase Edmonds? What do you think about him?
Um, he's a good twitchy, um, beat you down type of running back. He's the type of running back where if there's space, he knows how to run through the space. But if there isn't space, he will, bullnose you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he's not
Is
that Frank
so.
Gore type of
Oh
running back,
yeah.
third and three, and we're just gonna run it down your mouth. And he's not that type of quarterback,
Is
running back, and we
Edmonds
don't have that.
is Edmonds going to be our RB1? Is he basically
No,
the?
no. I think our
Most,
running back one is gonna be Mozart. I
okay.
think Mozart would be our RB1, um, and then our two is just gonna switch between, um,
Edmonds and
yeah,
Gaskin.
Salvin Ahmed, Gaskin, and all
Okay.
that. But
Yeah.
remember that. Remember also that McDaniel likes to run a fullback. So you
Yeah.
got to think maybe
Yeah.
some of these guys are going to be running fullback also, or having two running backs on the field at the same time. It just depends on how he schemes it up.
Right.
So I
And
don't.
I'm
I
looking
think
forward
that
to.
I think that he's definitely going to be a running back one. Um, as
Okay.
far as when in the season, I don't know. I think that we might just start off the season with Gaskin and Ahmed, and then have them switch out with Mozart and Edmonds throughout the games. And then as the season progresses, that'll change, and we'll start having Mozart and Edmonds as our one and twos and all that.
Yeah. 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 No, I mean, we'll see, man. I've heard Edmonds is our RB1 off the jump, is what I've been
hmm
hearing.
So, Blizzy,
So
let me
we'll
ask you:
see.
what have you heard as far as our center goes? I know that I heard something today that they were switching Dieter and some other guy, putting him at center and trying him out, and they kept switching back and forth with them. I just don't
Yeah.
remember who that guy's name is.
I mean, I'm sure they're mixing them up, man, but it's going to be Dieter. It's going to be Dieter all day long, you know.
I think he did. I think he did pretty good last year.
Yeah,
I
I
know
do
he got.
too.
I know he got pushed
Uh,
back a few times and all that, but I mean, it's
yeah,
it's a given.
right,
You're not going to be perfect every down.
right. He made a
You know.
couple of bad snaps, I think, but
hmm
I really don't have that big. What's weird is, do we have a backup for Dieter right now? I,
That's where things get tricky. So
you
I
know,
know we got this guy, and they've been moving him from, I think he's a guard or tackle, to center, and he's been playing center also.
is
And they've
that the
been
new
kind of
guy,
swapping out
Williams?
back and forth. But as far as who it is, I don't remember.
Yeah, okay, because I thought they may go center in the draft. I was thinking maybe with one of those early picks. But
Yeah, I thought so too, but it's not. So let me see if I can find it out. If I can find out here,
so
because I just read
maybe
something
they're
like
planning
that.
on rotating one of the other, as a backup, bringing in one of the other linemen as a center. I guess maybe they're playing, unless they're going to sign somebody, right?
I don't know. I don't know. I know that they've been having talks with Hicks. Um, so maybe that'll work or whatever. Um, let me see here. Um, oh, Connor Williams. Connor Williams.
Yeah. Okay.
So
That's
Connor Williams and Michael Dieter, they've been swapping back and forth
so
as
Williams
far as
is
who's playing center.
okay. Okay. So that kind of tells me Williams may be our backup center as of now.
Right, right. So I think Dieter might get that nod when it all
Yeah.
push comes to shove. I think Dieter will get that nod because
So
um,
so
he's had that experience
say
already all last year. You
yeah,
know what I mean?
I think Dieter's got the nod all day long. But
Yeah, I think Dieter's definitely got
okay,
that nod.
so at this point, say Dieter gets hurt and they move Williams to center. Who they going to put in at left guard?
Um, Let me see. Right guard right now
Oh,
is Hunt
Kinley. They probably put in
and
Kinley.
Kenley
They
would
put in
be your
Kinley
right
at
guard,
left
your
guard
left guard.
and bring Williams in at center if
Right, because and
Dieter
then
gets hurt.
at our Our left tackle is
Forgot about
still
Kinley.
Eichenberg, I think.
No, our left tackle right now is the Teron Armstead, the
I
stud.
thought he plays right tackle.
Right tackle we is either Austin Jackson or Eichenberg or Jones, Robert Jones, I think, right now.
Hmm. How do you feel about that?
Uh, that's what I was saying. Our offensive line is kind of suspect, and it comes down to that right tackle to his blind side, which it looks like we're going to plug in Austin Jackson is who I think is going to start at right tackle, which he's done a good job, and maybe he can be coached up. But we've seen him in the past, and not really that impressive. You know what
Right.
I mean?
See, but that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying I think Armstead was supposed to play right tackle to cover Tua's blind side because that's the reason why Tua got
Well,
hurt last year was because his fucking right side.
maybe they'll flip him over there. I don't know. They might do that.
Yeah, last I heard, I think that he was going to be playing right tackle instead
Armstead.
of left.
Okay. All right.
Um, and
Okay.
we were going to leave, and I don't know if Eichenberg and um, what's his name?
Jackson.
Jackson. Jackson. I
Mhm.
don't know if Eichenberg or Jackson are just kind of fighting for that spot right now
Yeah.
on who's going to get the final nod on that. I
But
really like
yeah.
Eichenberg because Eichenberg was phenomenal in college.
Oh, he's a
Eichenberg
beast.
didn't have not one pressure, not one sack all year
Yeah. No, he was a
playing in
beast.
college.
But
So he
but bro,
definitely has,
he was on skates last year, bro. He was on
dude.
skates. He was
Oh my
getting pushed
god.
back. He was
Yeah,
getting
but you know
pushed
what?
back
I don't
hard.
think that we had that good of a coach for our offensive
Exactly.
line last
That's what
year
I'm saying.
either.
That's kind of what I'm banking on, and I really think is gonna. I think these guys are about to get coached up, and
Definitely.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Even with Teddy, I mean, even Skyler, our draft pick, could probably win 11 games.
Oh, for
Playing
sure, for
quarterback.
sure. Let me tell you, Skyler Thompson in college, he's a phenomenal quarterback, dude. Let me
Yeah.
tell you,
Right.
he throws some dimes.
Ever since I saw that schedule come out, I said, "Hey, we're going to the playoffs. It's party time.
Hmm.
This is
We're
we're going to the
we're definitely
playoffs."
gonna get to the playoffs this year. We're
Yeah,
definitely
we
going into
are.
the playoffs this year. I
I mean,
hope that
I'd
we
be
get as far.
shocked,
Yeah, I hope that we
shocked
get as
if we didn't
far
make it.
as to the AFC East Finals. You know
Oh
what I mean?
yeah,
Or the
exactly.
AFC Finals.
Multiple playoff wins. That'd be
Right,
awesome.
right, right. That would be fantastic. I think that
Yeah,
that
but
is a good. I think that's
big
a
step,
successful season for us.
big step in the right direction.
I think that us just making it to the playoffs and then losing in the first round, that's not a successful season for
Yeah,
us.
exactly. I agree. I
I think
agree.
we need to win a couple rounds in the playoffs
And then we're
for us to
feeling
say,
good.
okay, we had a successful season.
Then we've got some momentum.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And then
Yep, yep.
then we'll know from then, like, okay, we got to move some pieces around.
Right.
This spot right here is
No, that's
terrible for us. We got to do
because
that.
right now we really don't know how good of a coach McDaniel's going to be.
Correct, correct,
We
correct.
really don't know.
Right, like they all said before. Gates it was he's an offensive guru
Right.
and all this
Hmm.
bullshit, and everybody was hyping him up,
Right.
and he was trash.
The thing about McDaniel, he's a run game specialist, and so I think he's going to try to pound the rock, and
I think so too.
that may not be the most exciting brand of football for people.
Of course not. Of course not.
You know,
It's
but I
not.
like
But
it.
but
I
you know what?
like
It's
that.
football. That's what
Smash
the
Mouth.
Dolphins were. You remember? See, because you're old. You're
I'm old
old like
school.
me too. We used to watch the Dolphins way
Yeah.
back when they were a run team. They weren't a pass
Smash
team.
Mouth.
Yeah, they were
Yeah.
a run team. I mean, you're talking about every.
That's right.
I would say they probably ran the ball 3 downs out of every 4.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I
That's
mean?
how they liked it.
Dude, they were a run team. They ran our running backs to the ground.
And when we were looking for a coach, that's what I was saying. I was saying I want to find, I want to hire a smash mouth coach, and dude, that's what we have. That's what we got.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm happy with with McDaniel. I don't want to get too emotional with him yet and
No,
say,
I
"Oh
don't
yeah, he's
either.
the quarterback, he's the coach of the future,
Exactly.
he's the next Nick Saban or whatever the hell."
Right.
I don't want to do that
You
until I see
can't.
what
You
he can do
can't.
with our Dolphins first. You know,
Hey, I think by the end of September, after we see a few, 3 or 4 Dolphins games, real live action, we'll kind of know how good of a coach he is. We'll have a
definitely, I
feel,
agree with that. I
you
agree with
know?
that. I don't think we can jump to conclusions right now. I think we got to let that
Right.
season play off a little bit first.
That's right. Let's see about 3 or 4 games, and then we'll
Right.
see. We'll have a pretty good idea, probably, how good of a coach he is.
Definitely. And then the first, people get it twisted. The first um, 3 to 5 weeks out of a season is crazy. I mean, you have
Yeah.
teams that you're like, oh, they're Super Bowl winners, and then you have the Commodores beating them. You know what I mean?
Right. That's right.
And it's just because of that first 5 weeks. Those first 5 weeks is
No, that's
really.
true. I mean, we,
Yeah, yeah, and I was stating that before. I think that those first 5 weeks of a season is more of getting the wheels, the bearings loosen again, and all that. You have you have teams that have been meshed together for a little while now, and those teams do great in those first 5 weeks, like the Kansas City Chiefs and all that. They're gonna go 5-0.
right.
They always go 5-0 every year. You see what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And I think it's those teams that have been meshed together already and been playing like that end up winning those first 5 games. But those first 5 weeks out of the season go kind of crazy. They're not the
Yeah.
same, you
No,
know.
that's true. I mean, we're really not going to have a real feel for McDaniel till the end of the year.
Right, 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 right.
That's really when we will have an idea of what he's all about, man. A full
You know, I
season.
like, I like the fact that McDaniel gets along with all the players.
Yeah,
He's always
I like that.
smiling and this and that. I like that about him. But I also want a head coach that's going to get in their face and scream
A leader.
at them
Uh-huh.
like, "Hello, what the fuck are you doing?"
Yeah. No, you're
You know
right.
what I mean?
Because
I
he
also
may
want
have,
a coach like that too.
because I know he's getting buddy with Tua, but he may have to bench Tua at some
No,
point.
absolutely. And if you
You
do,
know?
you do. It is what it
Yeah,
is. It is
that's
what it
right.
is.
That's right. That's
But I
right.
think, but I think people need to let the season play out a little bit. I think, like I said, those
Yeah.
first 3 to 5 weeks,
Let it
if
play
he's
out.
not,
New
hitting that
system.
ball 100%, don't get your panties twisted.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Let the fucking ball play out. By week 6, week 7, we'll know if he's the man or not.
That's right.
By
That's
that
right.
time, we will know if he's the man or not.
Yep.
Thank you,
Agree.
Don. Thank you, Dolphin Don. There
Appreciate
you
it,
go, right
Don.
there. Excellent combo. Thanks, brother. I appreciate it, man. I try, bro. I try. It's good to
Josh
have a
is the man.
co-host like Bleezy up here. It's good to have a co-host like him.
Yeah, man.
John, what's up, brother? I haven't talked to you in a
What's
while. How's
up,
it going?
John? Yeah.
Hope everything is going good for you, homie. Um,
Absolutely.
Another thing I wanted to ask you there. What do you think about Channing Channing
Tyndall.
Tyndall or
Yeah.
whatever? Do you think
Bob.
he's going to be a day one starter?
No, I
You
don't.
don't think so?
I don't think he'll be a day one starter, but he'll be right in the mix. I mean, is he really going to take one of the other starting jobs? Man.
Then who do we have? Who do we have that plays that middle linebacker very
So
well?
you've got E. Roberts and you've got
Yeah, but he's a run stop linebacker. He doesn't do
yeah.
good
No,
in
I
pass
think
pro.
Tyndall eventually will take the starting lineup, but off the jump from week one, I don't see him starting.
You
Do
don't
you?
think so?
No, I mean I don't think so. Do you?
I feel like he will. I feel like he's gonna be a day one starter. I mean, he's a great. He's dude. Have you seen his games and actually watched a
No,
game of
he's a
his?
beast. He's
Not just the
big.
highlights
Yeah. Oh,
or anything like
I've
that.
seen his highlights. I've seen them.
Yeah, everybody goes on and they always watch the highlights. The highlights are always gonna be great. You have to watch an actual game and what he does in the game itself. So
Okay.
I go back and I'll watch a game that he played, like a full game, and you'll see, dude, he's a headhunter.
Is he?
Dude, when he's running after you to tackle you, it's not like he kind of hesitates or anything like that. He dives
Yeah.
and dives in to get you. You know what I mean? He's
No,
not one of those guys
he's
that kind of
big
freezes up
too.
for a second.
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
No,
dude,
I
he's
got
in
you.
there.
I think he'll probably, be a starter at some point for sure, man.
I feel like by day or by week 2, week 3, he's definitely going to be a day one starter.
And I'm all about it. Especially the SEC, those SEC players, man, those linebackers, man.
For
Those
sure, for
guys.
sure. Cap, what's up, boy?
Yeah. What's up, Cap? Cap in the building.
Cap, I can't hear you, buddy. I don't know if
Yeah,
you're talking
Cap.
or not. Cap,
Cap in the
damn,
building.
bro. You came out here, I was all excited. Can't even hear from you. No, nothing yet.
No,
Cap, go out and sign back in. Go out
he'll
and
be
sign back
back.
in. Maybe you're having issues or something.
He'll be back. Cap rocks.
There he goes. Oh, well, at least he's hearing us. We just can't hear him.
All right.
Dolphin Don, too, put up there. Cap, yes, sir.
Yes,
See,
sir.
I like this. I like this. I like the fact that people are coming back, man.
Old
Hey, remember
school.
the shows that we used to have? That I
The
used to have up
OG.
here? Dude, we had some big
OGs.
shows.
Yeah. Remember
We
when
had
I
some really
remember
big shows.
when I came on when I was at the Ravens game? I came on live.
Dude, for real. That was sick.
That was awesome. I was
That
chanting
was
Miami
sick.
football talk up in the stand.
Yeah, that was sick. And I appreciate that, bro. I really do. I
Oh
appreciate
no,
that,
that was
man.
awesome, dude. I love doing it, man. I was having a great
Appreciate it. I
time.
really do, man.
That
Thank
was a
you.
Ravens game. That was a
Yeah,
Ravens
yeah.
game where they
That's
put
what
in
we're
Tua.
that's what we're beating them up.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's what I mean. So a lot of people are like, "Oh yeah, they were really hurt last year and this and that." To me, that doesn't make a difference. If your team is hurt or if it's not or whatever, if your quarterback
That's right.
doesn't have time to be able to make a play, what does it
Yeah.
matter? What does it matter if all your number one receivers are not on the field? It doesn't matter.
It comes back to that O line, man.
Now,
Really
how
does.
many O line players did they have that were hurt? Maybe
What?
that makes a difference
Right?
as far as
What?
the Ravens go. Did they have a lot of O line players that were hurt?
Oh, you talking about the Ravens game?
Yeah,
How
in that
many?
Ravens game.
You talking about how many of our players were hurt?
No, no, no. How many of their players
Oh,
were hurt in that game?
I don't know. I don't
See,
know.
now it makes me want to go back and look because people are saying, "Oh, well, we only beat them or this and that because they had a lot of players hurt." So let me see here: Ravens at Dolphins
I mean that game, man. That game, there was
2021.
really nothing popping until like later in that game. I can't even remember when Tua came in, but it took him a minute. His first couple of series were not good.
Here we go. I'm pulling it up. Let's see how many people were hurt. Let's see here. So the practice walkthrough. So injury report practice is estimation. Tight end Nick Boyle knee um, was limited in practice and questionable. Defensive tackle Brandon Williams a shoulder. Wide receiver Sammy Watkins. Wide receiver Marquise Brown. Cornerback Trayvon Young. And running back Murray. Offensive lineman Patrick Mirke, ankle, who did not participate. So let's see here. Who did not participate? Who was out was offensive lineman Patrick Mikari. Let me see. Oh, Cap is back. Let me see here. Cap, what's up? Can you hear me now? I still can't hear him. Jesus Christ. Cap, you got to get yourself a new phone, bro. You still got that cheap phone?
Hello.
There we go, Cap.
There he
Yeah.
is. What's up, Cap?
Hey, yeah, no. As a matter of fact, bro, I just made a life-altering change right now and just left from the Metro store and just got a new phone. Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
It was great, bro. Hey, look, I was calling Gio at the store, bro. They were letting us use the phones for free, and I kept like trolling Gio. I kept trolling Gio and crap like that. He was like, "Who the hell is this?"
Oh God, bro, it's good to have you back, brother. What's up, man?
Hey, likewise, man. Both of y'all, man. How y'all doing tonight, man? How y'all doing?
Doing good. Doing good,
bro.
Cap.
I'm glad to be
Doing
back.
good.
I'm glad
What's
to be back.
poppin'?
That's what's up, man. Yeah, man. Just heard you guys on here, man, and just breaking down the names and I'm hearing the optimism there. I just I don't know, man. We've been, all of us have been there for the past couple of years already, and we've
Facts.
we've gotten the hype train filled with a lot of coal a lot of times. You know what I mean? I just don't want nobody's feelings to get destroyed and dismantled anymore, man.
Cap. How do we not win 11 games this year?
Injuries. Hopefully nothing fluke happens like another pandemic. You know what I mean? Nothing crazy, because it seems like all the crazy crap that goes on affects us all the time.
Facts.
So
I know it's crazy. But I mean, I was looking at it, man. Even with a couple of major injuries on both sides of the ball, I'm like, we should still win 11 games.
So here goes. Last year when we played the Ravens, they had two linemen that they had one lineman that played half the game and he was out, and then another lineman that didn't play at all. Then the only thing that was a tight end with a knee injury and the wide receivers. So he had his line. Yeah. So I don't understand why people think that we only beat the Ravens last year because they were injured so much or whatever. The fact that we had him running around with a chicken without a head has nothing to do with the reason he didn't have receivers or whatever the hell. He had his line. His line could have protected him.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. I just don't want to go back to the what if in the past, because I can counter that with the Tennessee game. Like we're gonna be like this, like we were the past couple of years. For this year, the kid looks focused. He's gotten weight on him. The only thing I'm focused right now and worried about right now is the media compared to what he was going through before, with all the players trying to get involved with the Watson talk and with the Lamar Jackson talk and all that crap. Mm-hmm. Now that we're getting closer, he can just focus on football and not worry about that crap anymore. And that's what I like to hear, is him being out there regardless of underthrows or freaking whatever. You know what I mean? Like, as long as he's staying focused out there, that's all I want to hear, that he's just out there being focused. Because I don't want to hear nothing about golf, man. I'm tired about golf. I'm tired about hip injuries. I'm tired about all that crap, man. Now's the time. You know what I mean? Like, we need to have some type of stability right now, man. This year,
I want to ask you this, because I don't know how long you've been listening. So when I started the show, I talked about some things that I heard on Twitter, or that I read on Twitter. I have this guy that follows me, and he posted a tweet and said that the reason the Dolphins are not happy with their quarterback is because their quarterback is not white.
What?
How do you feel about that? How people are turning this now into a racial thing?
That's a reach, bro. It's a reach. It's just, that's what happens when you don't make the playoffs. You're going to get a bunch of people trying to make things that are nothing into something, and God willing, nobody just adds fuel to this, because we don't need this, man. That's another crap right now with the racism, the bribing. I don't want none of that crap no more, man. I'm pretty sure as hell you guys don't want it anymore. Like, look at what it's done to us the past year, man.
Hell no. I'm ready for us to go out there and play some good football and let us be able to shut some people's mouths. And that's it.
Yeah, bro. Everybody laughs at us because we fight amongst ourselves, bro. And it's like,
we're like the laughing stock.
Yeah, bro. At this point right now, there's no sexy quarterbacks out there, bro. We got to face the reality that right now, this is the year, and we got a team, bro. We have a team.
Yeah, dude, we got a team with a lot of talent. You know, I mean, we just made major upgrades on our left tackle and receiver. You know, Tyndall on the defense.
Yeah.
I mean, we won 10
Let me
games.
ask you, do you think Tyndall would be a day one starter?
Who, Bleezy or me?
No, Tyndall.
No, you're
Channing
asking me or
Tyndall,
Bleezy?
the linebacker
You,
that we
Cap,
got
what
in
do
the
you
draft.
think?
You
Oh,
think he'll be a
about
day one
Tyndall?
starter? Yeah.
I mean, look, man. If Chris Greer's MO has always been getting linebackers when he knows that he needs linebackers, and let's be honest, like how many linebackers did we get in this draft, and how many you think are going to make it? I mean, Tyndall has a shot to make it, but history says that we pretty much get linebackers off the streets because Jerome Baker's the only guy that stuck around for a while, and if Tyndall makes the team, then that says something about AVG. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want AVG to downfall, but crap, who else is going to play?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I agree.
So we got to hope and pray Tyndall does work out, man, because I'm tired of the musical chairs at
Right.
linebacker, man.
No,
That's
I agree.
what I was saying earlier, Chachi, about Tyndall. I was saying I think he's going to play. I think he's going to be in the mix, but I don't think he's going to start. Break the starting lineup is what I was saying.
Yeah, he's going to give they're going to give these guys the opportunities like they did when Raekwon was here with Jerome.
He'll play.
Because they were drafted
Right.
the same year. These guys were drafted the same year, so they're going to get their moment to play, and that's what I'm talking about, man. AVG cannot digress. He cannot. He has to step up, especially in a contract year.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, but AVG plays outside linebacker. He doesn't play middle.
Regardless of the fact that he's a linebacker, like his
So
spot can get taken.
who's
real
our middle
quick.
linebacker right now?
McGuavin, we got Duke Riley, we got a couple of guys that we've kept.
Roberts,
like Scarlett,
Landon Roberts.
Like we've got a lot of depth, but it seems like
now which one of those running backs can play on pass protection? Are good at pass protection?
I mean, they all. They all. We play that hybrid style defense. I think that's why we don't have a true middle linebacker. But these guys are. I think they kind of rely on these guys to drop back in coverage and stop the run, and that's why it's kind of a mix.
Okay, Cap. Let me ask you a question. What do you think would be considered a successful season for us this year? Oh, Cap, you're muted. No. Here, let me unmute you.
I'll answer that real quick. I agree with you, Chachi. I think we need a playoff win. That'll be a success.
One playoff win? You think just having one playoff win would be a successful season for us?
Yeah, and I think multiple playoff wins would be a big success.
You think so?
Yep.
Cap, what do you think a successful season for us would be?
Winning the division, man. But, I'll take what I can get, man. If we get 12, 13 wins, like, that's a start. You know what I mean? But we got to make the playoffs. Like, I want division. I want a winning record.
So for you saying,
playoffs.
So for you saying, if we just make the playoffs, that's a successful season for us.
I mean, look, at this point, the Super Bowl is nothing but success for me right now. It's either that or nothing. But like I said, I'll take what I can get, because if not, we're going to have to ask ourselves, what the hell are we going to do at quarterback? And that's what I don't want to happen. But I fear that that's what's going to happen if we don't make the playoffs.
Hey, listen, if Tua doesn't work, I'm fine with it, because we have the capital to be able to get somebody in next year's draft, and next year's draft is where it's going to be.
Do we know what's going to happen? Like, Stephen Ross made hand over fist with this race. Like, he can just get up and walk away if things don't work out with this investigation.
Yeah, that's fine. But what does that have to do with our draft picks?
Because we don't know if he's going to get punished with draft picks. You know what I mean? We don't know the punishment that's going to happen. We don't know if we are going to get punished. But let's be realistic. Like, we're not going to walk away scot-free with all the stuff that's going on.
No, definitely not. But I don't think that. I think that this is something that's going to take years to do. This is not something that's just going to be so quick like that. These lawsuits aren't something that's fast. A couple months or whatever, and that's it. These lawsuits take years.
I hope you're right, man, because it would be nice to keep our capital, because, everybody knows we've kept our capital for this reason, just in case. And
correct.
We know that. The NFL knows that.
Correct. You know, for me, I think a successful season for the Dolphins would be at least 2 playoff wins. Is a successful season for me for the Dolphins. With all the amount
Two.
of talent that we have, with all that we spent, with all that we were able to go out and grab and beef up our team with, I think at least two playoff wins is a successful season for us. Or not 2 playoff wins, but win our first round. And if we lose the second round, that's fine. It's successful for me. But at least you got to win. You got to make it at least to the second round.
Okay, so you were saying one playoff win would be a success. Two games, two playoff games would be a
Right. Two
success.
playoff
Yeah, yeah.
games. Two playoff
Not
games
just
would be
one
a
playoff
successful
win.
season.
Yeah, the playoff.
Right.
Yeah, don't
Just
get me
making
wrong,
it
but
to the
we have to
playoffs
we
and
have to go
losing,
deep.
that ain't successful to me.
Let's
Yeah,
win
we
a
And
got to
now,
go deep.
playoff
and
game.
now, and now, saying that's not including the wild card. Wild card don't count.
No, no.
It's got to be an actual playoff game, not no wild card bullshit.
Yeah, I'm not trying to like back in. F that.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not
No,
trying to get a wild card.
that.
We win the wild card and then we lose, and that's successful. No, no, no. That's not successful for me.
Hey, it's kind of like the Giants back in the day. Just get in the playoffs and then let's go. You know what I mean? Let's
Mhm.
Yeah,
let's
yeah,
get
Yep.
in the tournament.
yeah.
Let's
Um,
go.
Cap, what do you think about that video of Tua that he underthrew Tyreek Hill or whatever the hell? What do you think about that video?
I mean, what do you guys think? I think like it's
I
just
so what I think about that video, if you really take a look at it and really dissect the video that came out, you can see that the receivers aren't really running routes. They're
yeah,
just
no,
kind of running around. Tua's just throwing the ball around. To me, if you ask me, those are just warm up throws, nothing that actually
bro.
meant
I
anything.
swear to you, bro. I think they all got together and they said, "Look, this guy with the camera's right over there, bro. Let's go play around with him for a little while." I swear to God, bro. I swear to you, bro.
Because the next day, the video that came out, you can really tell the difference between the first video and the second video. You can see the receivers actually running full speed, running,
Throwing
cutting,
dime.
and then actually running real routes.
Yeah.
You can see that Tyreek Hill, he was booking it when Tua threw that ball to him. You see what I'm saying? Compared to
I mean,
the
that
video
first
previous, it wasn't kind of like,
that first video they posted, the one that everybody went crazy over, that was basically, in my opinion, was a bad pass. I think it was kind of short, and that was my immediate thought was why would they show that? And that was
Mhm.
before all the backlash, and then sure enough, there was a bunch of backlash.
Right. But that's what I'm
I mean,
saying. That's what I'm
the
saying. You
only
got
thing
all
that
this
I don't like.
backlash. Go
I'm
ahead, Cap.
sorry, man. 'Cause it's the only thing that I don't like is Bleezy is right, man. Like, why would you do that when you know the whole world is watching you right now? Is the only thing that I don't like. You know what I mean?
That's
Mhm.
right, man. Exactly.
Hmm.
And if you are saying, "Oh, let's play with the media, let's see if we can do this," like you're not going to benefit from that. If anything, it's not going to help your case. You know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
I
we
mean,
cannot.
I think they thought it was cool that we got a clip of Tua going to Tyreek, but the bottom line, it was not a not a great pass, and ended up being whatever. But I don't put that much stock into it, man. It's practice, man. I'm not worried about
Yeah,
that.
it's
Right,
nothing. It's
right.
just right now we're hungry. We're hungry for something, and
Yeah,
we'll get
that's
whatever we
right.
can get. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
That's right.
Now, Cap, do you think that Tua will ball out this year?
I mean, look,
I
man.
know
I
we
know I've
all
been
hope.
critical.
I know that we all hope he does.
Yeah, no, everybody knows I've been critical on him ever since the Jacksonville game,
You've been real.
and
You've been real.
yeah, and I'll give him props when props is due.
Yeah.
And I've been there. I've seen him. You know what I'm saying? Like, just something. Something just doesn't add up, man. And maybe you guys were right, man. Maybe Flores did play a hand in everything, and maybe we get to see the real Tua this year, God willing. So, yeah, man. I just, I
mean,
want him to do good, man. I really want him to do good, so we can just end this already, man. And if we don't win against Pittsburgh and Cleveland, if we have a winning record, I don't care as long as we have a winning record. But if we don't, and we end up losing to those teams as well, all hell's gonna break loose, and that's what I don't want for him, man. You know what I mean? He's been through enough, man.
no, you're right. Hey, Cap, you're right. When you really break it down, if you really want to break it down for the Dolphins this year, this is huge for Tua. I mean, This is,
Mhm.
man, this is a really, it truly is a do or die year for him, man. I mean, he could blow up and be a quarterback for the Dolphins for a long time, or he could be toast. We really don't know, man.
Definitely. No, I agree. I agree
And
with you.
we're gonna find out, man. I mean, you
Yeah,
got a lot of people out here, man, making hype videos. And Batman made one today. I see this guy Hialeah Bread, bro. He got a good one, bro. Like they got people coming out with a bunch of them, bro. And it's like I don't want these people to be let down, bro, with some type of
yeah,
craziness, man. Like we deserve better,
Yeah.
man. You know,
No,
yeah.
no, I agree
we
with
really
you.
do,
I
man.
agree with you. But I really do think that this year's the year, bro. I
Oh
really do
yeah,
think that Tua's gonna
yeah,
come out this year and he's really gonna make a difference.
yeah.
I think
He's
that
got all the tools,
now
dude.
not him having all that baggage on him, where he
That's
can
right.
focus more on the game, not having
He's
that coach
surrounded.
that
He's
you don't get
surrounded by
along with.
weapons. He's surrounded
Um,
by weapons.
right, and having the coaching staff that's willing to help you and not arguing with you or whatever the case may be, whatever they had going on, and all we can do is just speculate about whatever happened with him and Flo because nobody knows besides the
Yeah,
people that were
we don't
there,
know.
you know. So we
But
don't know
but
if they were just arguing about flowers or what, but the
hey,
only thing that we can do is say, hey, they were arguing, things don't look right,
yeah,
maybe shit is just going sour there or whatever. Um,
exactly. We're just
but
gonna move
I
on.
think this year, I think we're our expectations will be reached. Let's
What do you
say
think, Bleezy?
Man, I think it's going to be interesting. I hate to jump the gun with McDaniel as far as how good of a coach is he going to be, because I really do think he's going to come in and try to play smash mouth. I think, and I love that. I love that. I think he's going to come in and try to run the ball and pound it, and fans can get kind of get lose patience with that if we're not making first downs. But at the same time, look at our weapons, man. What we have on the outside, how do we not move the ball? That's what I keep looking at.
hmm
How do we not score 30 points a game? You know what I mean?
definitely.
How does Mike Gesicki not go off? That's my breakout player of the year this year, Mikey
Bro,
G.
yeah. I've been waiting for that I mean, like that's a good one, bro. We all been waiting for that one, man. Like
Yeah,
Facts.
I think it's about to
I
happen.
got another question for you guys. Um, how do you guys feel about us trading players in the same division?
Wow.
For example, Parker going to New England.
Yeah, I'm not so worried about Parker. I hate to say that because he'll probably show out, but yeah, I mean it kind of sucks, I guess, right? You
yeah, I
really
mean
don't want to do that,
if we had the same coaching staff, I would be worried. Maybe he might give out some secrets, but it's a whole different regime. Like,
right?
I'm not worried about
No,
that. I just don't want them to have like, you know, like Bleezy says, man, that F you to Miami with a breakout 1,000 yard receiving from Mac Jones that barely
Mhm.
threw last year. You know what I mean? Like,
My
Yeah.
point. So, do you think that it's okay for us to trade within the division?
Hey, what about our boy? What about our boy Duke Johnson? You don't think he's gonna be coming back on fire? I hated that move, man. I did not like that move.
yeah, that was like like
I wanted to keep Duke, man.
I don't know.
Personally,
I don't know why we got rid of Duke because he played phenomenal last year.
yes, he did.
Him and Lindsey, dude, they played awesome last year.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know
Yeah,
what they were thinking there.
I was so,
I think McDaniel was just thinking about speed. You can't defend speed. That's the
right,
problem. You cannot
right.
defend speed.
I
Yeah.
mean, what was that question again you just asked? Because it's kind of
How
like
do you feel about us trading players within our division?
hmm. I mean, because I think we're gonna find out pretty soon by training camp something else might happen. And, like we've done business with mostly everybody, right? The Jets. I mean,
But
did we
that's what
do
I'm
business with
saying.
Buffalo?
Do you think that it's okay for us to get rid of players and send them to a team that's in our division? I don't think that that's okay.
I mean, like if we're like competing for the AFC East mid game, like mid season, and these guys are getting dropped mid-season and we picked them up to just, get some intel, I wouldn't mind doing that. But, I wouldn't do the vice versa. I wouldn't give them up any of our guys, but it ends up happening sometimes. Like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Do you guys like the compensation that we got for Devontae Parker?
Will we get a third round?
Did we get anything this year?
Third round for
we got a fifth and a third, I think, for next year.
The fifth and third? Yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah, and we gave them a second, I think, or a third. I don't remember.
Oh, did we? We gave them DVP and a second or a third?
For next year, I think. It didn't work out in our favor. I know that.
Yeah, that doesn't really sound like it's in our favor. I didn't know that.
No, I think we got rid of. We traded Devontae Parker and our third round or our fourth round pick or something like that for their third round next year and a fifth round or something like that.
So we
swapped. Let me just see.
Miami
Dolphins trading veteran wide receiver Devontae Parker and a 2022 fifth round pick to New England for a 2023 third round selection.
So we gave our third.
So we gave them Devontae Parker and a fifth round for a third next year.
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
Do you think that was a good trade for Devontae Parker?
Yeah, that sounds.
We were going to basically cut him. No, I think we were going to cut him.
Hey, in the third round, man, there's some ballers, man. Just like we got Tyndall this year.
Facts. No, there definitely is. There definitely is some ball hawks in the third round for sure. But I feel like we could have got more for Devontae Parker.
His contract is friendly. Yeah. He had a friendly contract that just, like I said,
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
With
I think we could have made a much better deal with Green Bay, being the fact that they don't have any fucking receivers.
Okay.
Aaron Rodgers needs somebody to throw the fucking ball to.
Last thing I need him is throwing to Devontae Parker on Christmas. No, man. Hell no.
Yeah. Merry Christmas.
Yeah. You're right, Cap. You're right.
Yeah. That's bro.
DVP would go.
Oh shit! Yeah, you're right, Cap. You're right, bro. You got
that. No. That's right.
I mean, man. What do you guys think as far as we're talking about running backs? Are you guys suffice or content with the running backs we have right now? I mean, why are they picking up Sony Michel?
No, I'm not okay with our running back core. I think we needed that third down bull rusher type of running back, and we don't have that. All we have is speed. I don't think we have that third down, third and 4 or third and 5 or whatever, and run it down your fucking mouth running back.
To be honest, I'm not that familiar with Edmonds or Mostert as far as their style.
Yeah, they're all speed backs. They're not that get down and dirty type of running back.
Are they big? I mean, how big are they?
Man, I mean, look. For me, I think the past couple of backs we've had, and I've made this comparison numerous times because it just looks like the same running back. But we've had Reggie Bush, Lamar Miller, Kenyon Drake, all these guys. I mean, can you name me a guy besides who was that late pick guy that we got that we ended up using one time and he had one good game and then he went to San Diego? I forgot. He was pretty
last
big.
Year?
2 years ago, man. I think. Oh man, I forgot. But he was a big dude, but we never used him. But besides that, it's Mostert. He was here. We got rid of him. He came back. He's gotten run to the wall.
You're talking about that guy from Arizona State. Bro.
I forgot his name. He had that weird last name.
Yeah.
But, no. My point being is, all these guys are the same. Like Bleasy says, they're not really that big, and Sony Michel's a little bit bigger. And it makes me think, damn, did the Jets really pick a good steal at running back in the draft? Are the Jets running core better than ours?
The Jets got, what's his name?
Breece Hall.
Breece, yeah. Look out for him, man.
Well, that's what I mean. I don't think the Dolphins got that bull rush running back. I think all
I
that
thought
all that
I
we
thought
focused on
Mostert
was
was
speed.
big like that. Is Mostert not big like that?
Yeah, but they're saying rumors are that maybe he might not be ready for until midseason.
Well, that I was saying that
Joe, you
earlier.
see, Bleezy was just telling me that earlier,
Yep.
but when I look it up now, there's nothing on there online that says anything like that.
Because he said he had some type of surgery and he's still recovering from the surgery, and it
You're right.
takes
He
a
had
couple
sur-
more
he
weeks.
had he had knee surgery at the end of the year from off of the 49ers or whatever. But he seems to be have rehabbed just fine. I don't
Yeah, but if they
I
got Sony Michelle, why would they get Sony Michelle when you have already three guys? Like, and I think you still have the guy from last year, the rookie. What was his name? Dokes, no?
Dokes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Patrick Laird, Dokes. You got
Yeah,
Gaston. You got Ahmed. I mean,
we're
safe
Oh,
to
so
say
still
none of
maybe
half
so
these
expecting.
maybe
guys are going to
that's why
be
we
here.
signed Sony Michelle then.
I don't know, man.
Maybe that's why we signed them then because this Moser will still be out for a few games then. But I haven't seen anything online about that. That's what I'm saying. I haven't read anything like that. That he's gonna miss a few games. Um,
Batman was talking about that a couple nights ago.
was he? I gotta reach
Mhm.
out to Batman and see what he knows
Yeah,
because I
something's up. You know how the Dolphins are.
Yeah.
They like to hide stuff, but people end up
right,
finding
Mhm.
out sooner or later.
right. Um, yeah, I'll reach out to Batman. I'll see what he says. I'll see what he says or something like that, and we'll
Yeah,
get
but
back to
what do you
everybody.
think as far as our running back core compared to the rest of the AFC East?
I think like I said, I think we're missing that hard bull rush running back. I mean, I'm happy with the way that we have all the speed and all that, but the fact that we're missing that run it down your throat, goal line type of running back that'll hit you and take a couple guys with you at least 3 or 4 yards. You see what I'm saying? I don't
Yeah.
think that we have that type of running back. I think that what we have is just speed. Toss out to the, wide toss out to the right or to the left or something like that. And race to the finish line type of running back. I don't think that we have that get down and dirty.
Hey, Dolphin Don's out there.
Yeah, he's in there. He's in
That's
the
my
chat.
What
dude,
He's
up,
in the
man.
Dawn?
chat.
I haven't
Yeah.
talked to him in a
He's an
minute, man.
OG, bro. He's an OG. He's an OG to the channel.
Get the OGs in the house.
Yeah. All you guys are really.
Bro, but you're seeing all these different type of channels pop up, man. It's like you're seeing all the enthusiasm throughout the community, man. Like I said, man,
Yep.
we deserve to have a good season, guys. We really do,
No, I,
man.
I, I feel like we're
Man.
gonna have a good season. I feel like we're gonna have some games that we're gonna lose and we're gonna say what the fuck. But
Yeah.
we're also gonna have. But I also feel like that end of the season game against the Bills. I feel like we're gonna turn around. I feel like that's gonna be our upset win of the year. Is gonna be against the Bills. You know what I mean? To where we're gonna lose one of these like really ridiculous fucking games, but then we're gonna come back later and win one of these games. You know what I mean?
Right. Right. I do think we're going to split with the Bills this year.
Well,
I
you
think
know
so
what? To
too.
be honest with you guys, I haven't even looked at the whole schedule. Can you please give me a breakdown of how many AFC teams we're playing as opposed
I,
to like the rest of the schedule? Because
I
from
got
what
you
I've
right here,
heard, they're
buddy.
all like in the beginning of the season, like hardcore games, like divisional games, I think.
So I got you right here, bud. So
I know
Cap,
the
we
I know,
got
Patriots.
Cap, I know when I looked at it and went through it, I was like, I felt better about this year's schedule than I did last year's schedule. I'll say that.
so Cap. You want preseason or you just want starting from week one?
No, give me preseason. Give me everything.
All right. So preseason, we play at Tampa. Then we play Las Vegas at home, and we play Philadelphia at home. That's preseason. We got one away and two home preseason. Then we got at New England as the
That's
home
game
opener.
one. That's
That's
game one.
game one.
So
At New
that's
England.
a win. That's a win.
Oh, I'm sorry, not at New England. We play New England at home. Then we play at Baltimore.
That's what do you think?
That's a win to me.
So we got two wins.
That's a win to me. Then we play at, or I'm sorry, we play Buffalo at home. So we
I
play
think I
Buffalo in
think
the beginning of the season at
I'm
home.
picking a win for us on that one.
What do you
See,
think, Chachi?
I feel like we're gonna lose that game.
Oh God, you guys put me in
I feel
that
like we're gonna
spot.
lose that game.
All right, let's just put the L. Let's put 2 wins, 1 L, just
All
for
right,
Yep.
catching dripping.
2-1.
Then you got at Cincinnati,
Oof, 2-2.
Oh, 2-2.
Super Bowl trips. See, I'm a win on that. I'm a win
You're a
on that.
win.
I'm a
Okay,
win at that
that's
because
the Thursday. That's the Thursday night game.
that's a prime time Thursday night game, 8:15.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then we got at the Jets. That's a win.
Win,
Then we got Minnesota at home.
win.
See, I find that a win too.
So that puts us at what? Where we at?
The win. You guys said loss. Win. 3-2. Okay, 1, 2. No, sorry. Okay, so we're gonna start over here. Let me write this down.
Mhm.
Let me write this down.
Let's do this.
Oh, and then Cap went away. What a jerk. Okay, so week 1. That was we're playing New England. We play New England at home.
We're saying
We
win.
say that's a win. Then we got at Baltimore. You guys said that's a loss. I said a win, but I think that's a win. What do
No,
you guys think?
I think that's a win too. I think that's a win too. I think Cap said it was a loss,
Right, right,
which it could be, but I will take a win. So 2-0 right there.
right. I think that's 2-0. Then you got we play Buffalo at home.
We were saying loss for that one. 2-1.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's a loss. Then we play at Cincinnati.
You.
I think
So
that's a win. You guys think that's a loss.
so what are we gonna do? You want to do a win or a loss? Because we're at 2-2.
We can do loss. We can do loss. This is just our
So that puts us at what? 2-3.
no 2-2.
2-2. Okay.
2-2.
2-2 with the loss against the Bills and Cincy.
And Cincy.
All right.
Then you got at the Jets.
We're saying win. 3-2.
Cap, if you can hear me, it says you need to connect your mic and all that first before I can add you onto the stream. Oh, there it is. All right, Cap, you're back.
There he is. What's up, Cap?
Cap, you good? And he went out again. This dude, he's the best. Then we got New England. Or I'm sorry, not New England. We have at the Jets, and we're gonna win that one, right? At the Jets.
Yeah, that's a win.
And then we have Minnesota at home.
So I'm saying win.
You think that's a win on Minnesota? I think
Yeah.
that's a win. We're playing Minnesota at home. That's a
Yeah.
win in my book, if you ask me.
Yeah, that's a win.
Then we got Pittsburgh at home. That's a win in my book.
That's a win.
So we're gonna go win there. And then we got at Detroit.
That's a win.
See, I win. I think that's one of those games where it's like, what the fuck? We lost that?
That could be.
You see what I'm saying? Now you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, we might get caught slipping on that with Dan Campbell.
Right. You see what I mean? So
but we should win that.
Cap, you good now?
Is.
Cap, you good? You're not on mute or anything. It's just your internet got to catch up, Papa. You good? You on? No?
Where you at, Cap?
I guess not. All right, so we'll keep going. So at Detroit, we're gonna go
Win.
loss on that.
I'm going win on that all
You're
day.
gonna go win. Okay, so we'll do win on that. Hold on, let me see where we at here.
6-2 is what I've got us at.
Yeah, 6-2. We got at Chicago.
That could be one like you're talking about. We might slip, but that should be a win.
Mm-hmm.
7-2.
Cleveland at home. Then we play Cleveland at home. The Browns.
Deshaun Watson, we're taking them down. 8-2.
8-2. Jesus, you got faith, boy. Then we got our bye. We got our bye week 11.
And
And then
hey, and I like that buy. I like that
oh,
buy.
I love that buy. I love that buy.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got Houston at home.
That's a
That's a
win.
win.
9-2.
We got at San Francisco. McDaniel's back at home.
We could get caught slipping on that.
Let me add Cap
What do
back
you think?
again.
Cap,
Cap, you good now?
we need you on the San Fran game, Cap.
Don't let it go. Just let it dial up a little bit first, bro. Don't go out again. Just let it kind of chill for a second. See if it'll jump back on there. They got at San Francisco. Win or loss?
I mean, that's one that could go either way, man. But, let's take a loss on that.
A loss. Okay. Then you got at the Chargers. Tua
Win.
versus Herbert.
Let's take a loss on that.
Okay.
We're going to lose the West
Then you
Coast
got
swing.
at Buffalo.
Oof, loss on that. That puts us at 9-5.
Okay. Then you got Green Bay at home.
That's a win.
Christmas game.
It's a win.
It's a win.
Yep.
Win. Then you got at New England.
Oof. Win.
Okay. And then Jets at home.
12-5, baby. 12-5. All day long.
I'm gonna put here. Bleezy 38. This is you. That's you right there.
12-5. We'll probably get caught slipping in one of those games. So really 11-6. My prediction is 11 or 12 wins.
Let me see. I got Dolphin Don right here, so I'm gonna put all his picks on right there. Dolphin Don.
And if I got
Let me
to
see here. He's got win. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wins.
what's Don got?
And he's got
1, 2. You got 2 L's.
so L here, and you got win, 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 win.
Once again, man, 11 or 12 wins. I don't see how. I mean, I don't know, man. Unless we really get caught slipping in some of these games, 10 to 12 wins should not be a problem.
No, Dolphin Don. I don't have all of them. I don't have all your picks. Put it on the same comment. What your wins and losses are for all 17 weeks. You want me to go through it again so that way you know? Put it in the comments if you need me to go through it again.
I mean,
I have all you guys here. I'm gonna have all you guys here.
Chachi, hey, lock me in at 11-6 for my prediction.
11-6.
Yeah,
What happened to your 12?
because we're like you were talking about. We're gonna slip in one of those games. Detroit, Chicago, maybe. I don't know.
All right, Dolphin Don. I'm gonna go through it all over again, just for you. All right. Um, put it on the same comment what you're gonna go through. All right. I'm going through it right now. Week 1, we got New England at home. New England at home. Then we got at Baltimore. At Baltimore. Then we got Buffalo at home. Buffalo at home. Then we got at Cincinnati. Put it on the same in the same text in the same comment. Don't go through it. Win like that because it gets all confusing as far as on my side. So just put it on the same comment. Just put WWLWW on the same comment. You heard Dolphin Don? You want me to start over so you can put it on the same comment? Put it down in the comment. Okay. All right. Here we go. I'm going to start over. New England at home. Then you got at Baltimore. Then you got Buffalo at home. Then you got at Cincinnati. Then you got at the Jets. Then you got Minnesota at home.
We're going to crush Minnesota.
You got Pittsburgh at home.
We're going to crush them and embarrass Flo. Although that could be a tough game, but Pittsburgh doesn't have a quarterback.
Yeah. And then you got at Detroit.
That could be one of those sneaky losses.
At Chicago.
Chicago.
Cleveland at home.
Deshaun Watson comes into Miami. Look out.
Then you got our bye.
Love
Then
it.
we got Houston at home.
W.
Then we got at San Francisco.
What'd Don say on that one?
I don't know. I gotta go back through all his comments here. He didn't get it when I told him to put it on one comment.
I think he's picking a win.
Then we got at Chargers.
You know, man, when you really start looking at the schedule, it's not that easy. It's not that
Hey guys,
soft.
give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second. Hold on.
Hey, Dolphin Don, let me ask you this. What is your total win-loss record?
All right, false alarm. False alarm. All right, where are we at here? We were at 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 13, 14. So after the bye, 1, 2, 3, we're at Chargers. Then we got at Buffalo after that. Then we got Green Bay at home.
W. That's not going to be an easy game, though.
Mm-mm. Then we got at New England.
Once again, that's not going to be an easy game.
And
There
last
aren't
but not least, we play the Jets at home.
there are no easy games in the NFL. You know what I mean?
Okay, now let me go back here, and I'm gonna put all this in for Dolphin Don. Let's start at okay. Here we go. We got win, 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 win. Then we got loss. And we got win, loss. And we got win. And we got a win, 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 loss, win, win, loss, win. We got loss, 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 win. Win. Y'all gonna know the song? Alright, so Dolphin Don got 4 losses. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, sorry, 5 losses. So he's 12-5. 12-5. See, I'm at the same thing. I'm at 12-5.
Okay. I'm
Let me see here.
11 and
1,
6.
2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'm at 12-5 to start the season, and this is pre what I know the Dolphins team is gonna look like. Now, right before the season starts, I will make my official predictions on what I think the Dolphins schedule will be like. I give the Bears a win out of charity. Good man, Don. Good man. So before the season starts, or not the season, but before week 1, I'm going to give my prediction on what I think the season is going to be as far as our wins and losses goes, because then I'll get to see what our team is going to look like as far as preseason
Right.
goes.
Yeah,
So
because we may still add some players, man. I don't think
right. We could add players, we could lose players.
Yeah.
We don't
Right.
know.
Right.
So be right. The my video before week 1 is going to be what my prediction is for the 2022 season for the Dolphins.
Yeah.
And then we'll just revisit what we think, and if it still stays the same on what we have and what we don't have. Dolphin
Yeah.
Don, I got you, buddy. Don't worry. We're good to go, brother. So apart from that, I'll call chat later on. I'll call chat. I'll call Cap later on, and I'll get his wins and losses postseason. And I'll see what his are. And that video before we get on to the actual season itself, then we'll go back and we'll look at see if we make any changes to what our predictions are and so forth.
Yeah,
But
bro.
apart from that, I'm gonna get up out of here. I was on here 2 hours now.
Yeah, Chachi.
Good to have you guys back, man. I'm
Yeah,
glad to
dude.
be back. I'm glad I was able to talk to you guys. I miss you guys, man. I really, really
Yeah,
do.
man.
So
Glad to
glad to
have
be back
glad to
in
have
it.
you back. Glad to have you back, man. Glad to have all the OGs back.
Definitely,
We'll keep
definitely. Oh, don't worry. The
we'll keep
channel's
it
gonna get
popping.
right back to what it is. After
That's
about
right.
3 or 4 videos that I give, the channel's gonna be right back to where it is. You know how that goes.
It'll be up and popping, man.
Definitely.
I'll be right up in the mix too.
Hell yeah.
All
All right,
right,
Bleezy.
bro.
Hey, you have a
Peace.
good night, brother.
You too, bro.
Later, man. All right, guys, that's going to be it for today's video. I went over the schedule for this year's games and what I think is going to be. I also went over this whole racial thing that was going on Twitter. If you missed it, please go back in the video, check it out, give it a like if you like it. If not, give it a like anyways. Um, and definitely that whole ball placement thing with old Tua and everything that was going on there. So definitely, if you guys missed anything in the video, go back, watch the video. There's a lot of good insight here that I talked about, especially with this whole Twitter thing that was going on. So much love to everybody that jumped on. Much love to everybody that is still on here and fucking with me. And I appreciate you guys. Much love to you, Dolphin Dom. Please, Cab, all the OGs, you know who you guys are. Much love to you guys. But until next time, this your boy Chachi with MFT Network. Peace out.